All right, guys, we're back.
Hello.
Sorry that took so long. We were having issues with
Getting the chat going.
Yeah, the chat for the multiple streams. The next thing I need to try to figure out is how to make us go live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook at the same time. That way, everybody that mods. Oh, I guess I don't know how that would work. That probably wouldn't work. Because we'd have to have mods on every single channel to make that work. It's not going to happen.
That's not the one.
So to continue the TikTok conversation, the thing was, even if they don't approve.
I gotta get back to it. I put so much shit in here. Our nervous system. Self-confidence. Okay. Okay, so you need to root in yourself and not others. Confidence built only on external approval will always feel fragile. True confidence grows from within. So a daily affirmation, like saying "I am worthy," whether or not they approve, is something that something that fuels. Like that's you filling your own cup. You are the waterfall feeding into the stream that is nourishing your soul.
They're saying that I'm having issues with my mic. I am peaking hard.
This is both of us.
I'm telling you, you were having issues with OBS yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that better, guys? No, it's still peaking. Testing. How about that? Is that better?
Testing.
We had an update yesterday. And because of the update, things got really fucking weird with OBS. Much better. Okay. Dope. Evie said, "Hey, I'm wondering how can I get my partner to be a bit more understanding and emotionally intelligent? Can you teach that to someone?" You absolutely can, but quieter now. Well, of course we're quieter. I had to turn the gain down. It is something that can be taught. It's a whole lot of mirroring behavior. You're going to have to implement that and start doing those things and hope that they pick up and learn from it. Quiet now. Apparently, I just can't win with this. Let me turn the volume back up a little bit.
Okay.
Testing. How's that? I'm not even hitting. Well, there's red there. We just have to not talk very loud. Is that better? Are we louder?
Hard. Testing.
Cassandra said they can't hear us. It's a whisper. Give that a second because there's a delay. I can hear you. Trevor can hear us on Facebook. Good. Better. Cool. I can turn the mixer back up. Let's see if we peak now. Are we peaking now?
Testing.
Yeah, that's good. We're almost to the top of the line. I'm done messing with it though.
Word. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We just jumped from 88 concurrent viewers to 232.
Holy shit. Welcome.
Hi. What are we talking about today?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Me?
Whoever.
Oh.
Were you reading a comment? Or were you asking me?
I was asking you.
We can do whatever. Well, this is going to be the last time we work until we get back from Utah.
Yep. I'm so excited for Utah.
I put out feelers yesterday on YouTube, Instagram to find a photographer out there. Everything that we had planned for Utah has shifted. Yep. What's the best advice for being single and rediscovering yourself after a baby and ending a long-term relationship? By taking the time to learn who you are.
Yes.
Remember who you are.
It's outside of a mother.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So this doesn't just include finding who you are outside of the relationship. You need to maintain who you are as a person outside of being a mother. And that's how you give your child the best version of you. And you can't parent out of guilt.
Yeah.
Never parent out of guilt. Unless it's like, oh, they just asked me to read to them. I should go read to them. I need to put my phone down. Put your phone down and go read to your child. Embrace that guilt. But wanting to spend $50 on a new toy because you left their dad 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And always have grace and patience with yourself doing the work. Yeah, that's a big one too. You can't have grace and gratitude and be depressed and fucking hateful at the same time. So my hubby and I both have chronic illness / pain or pain / illness, and intimacy has been lacking. How do you, so would you mean sexual intimacy, or do you just mean intimacy as a whole? Because
that's a good question.
intimacy is not just sex, guys. That's the sex is the buildup of intimacy, right? Sex is a byproduct of intimacy.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's transactional. It's not love.
Right. I learned about a whole hormone yesterday, or I mean, not yesterday, but prior. But I did a whole conversation about vasopressin. It is a hormone that male have more receptors of in their brain, and intimacy for a man looks like problem solving, doing teammate shit, service, yeah, having purpose,
Yep.
fulfilling needs, being needed, being wanted, being useful.
Yep. And the way that we connect is very different than you guys too. They said it's intimacy all around. You having chronic illness and pain shouldn't affect your intimacy.
Right.
Right? Like
It can affect your intercourse.
absolutely. Well, I mean,
Intimacy.
It could affect your physical touch too. If you have fibromyalgia and your person's trying to rub your skin, that's the last thing you want is to be touched. But there's other things that you can do to serve your person. You know, fucking.
There's 4 other love languages.
Right. Emma said, also getting married on October 10th because of this podcast. Thanks, Chris and Peaches, for putting out content that has allowed me to heal myself.
Congratulations.
I fully expect a wedding invitation in our P.O. box. We still collect those.
I can't find a perfect scrapbook for it.
Yeah.
I have, we have probably over 100 wedding invites.
We're going to hit one eventually.
Yeah.
It's just got to be close enough for where we're at the time with enough notice.
Yeah. I can't find a scrapbook to put them all in.
Probably going to have something made.
Yeah.
Might be able to find like an art portfolio.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I didn't either until just now.
That's a good idea.
And then you could just glue them to the pages like one of the like the big black Atoya ones that we keep flashing at the shop. Yep. Trevor said, I familiarize with Chris a lot when he says he thinks he has autism. I do too. I also have BPD. Do you suffer from touch sensory sensitivity? Sometimes I do, yes. Yes. I have had full meltdowns where I've had to rip my clothes off me because I couldn't get them off quick enough. Yep, it absolutely happens. There are food textures that will make me gag. Whole lot of that. Chris, how can I help my boyfriend with his depression? I'm always boosting him, but I feel like it's not enough. And sadly, I find it's affecting me now. Well, of course it is, because you're allowing that to happen. You can't help anyone with their depression. This is going to piss off a lot of people. Depression is a choice. You don't choose to get depressed, but you choose to stay that way. Because
I agree with that.
There's a whole lot of things that you can do to get out of a depression, but you don't want to because you're depressed. And it's easier to feel sorry for yourself and to be depressed than it is to get up and go to the gym.
Oh God, couch rotting, so easy to do.
And doom scrolling, right? It's way easy to just disconnect and fucking drop out of the world than to actually get up and do things that's going to physically make you feel better.
Yep.
Your diet affects your mental health. Your gut health is directly correlated to your mental health. And if you're eating fast food and pizza and shitty food all the time, you're not going to feel good. If you're depressed and you change your diet, that's a start. If you're depressed and you start going to the gym, that's a start. If you're depressed and you take a 2-mile walk, you will feel better after that 2-mile walk than you did while you were laying in bed feeling sorry for yourself.
Lay outside and look at the clouds.
Yeah. Read Choice Theory.
Oh gosh, that's such a good book.
Yep. And then when you're done with Choice Theory, read The Courage to be Disliked, because they go hand in hand.
And then read the 4 Agreements.
Just read everything on our book list.
We have a recommended reading list.
I'm willing to bet if everybody read all the books on our reading list, they wouldn't listen to our podcast anymore.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be for the trash, the
Us.
the dumpster fire emails beyond that.
Oh, yeah.
How would one go about getting diagnosed as autistic at an older age? Example 29, I think it might be. Also found out my little sister is, and knowing the genetics play in it. It's harder to get diagnosed as you get older.
Masking.
Because you learn to mask. So it's much, much more difficult to get diagnosed as you get older.
But there's always signs.
Yeah. Someone said, where is it linked? They just posted it. It's under resources. The Nightbot posted it. Trevor said, I would still be here. I don't know what that was too, but I'm glad.
Reading all the books.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. There's a lag, so the conversation's behind. I will never stop listening no matter what I do. I love the support, guys. As long as you guys are listening and we have a following, we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I want to be old.
Yeah.
And like white-haired doing this. Yeah, just talking shit on the internet.
It's funny.
Yeah.
How do I find Patreon? Yes, I can't spell. Go to tobebetter.com/join. It'll take you right to the membership page. Constance said, I'm a single mom of two beautiful kids who are amazing, happy, healthy, and top of their class. I feel very secure in how I'm parenting, and I'm looking to get into a relationship, but terrified since my kid's dad was abusive in all forms. I've been single for almost 4 years now.
Cool.
I was trying to get there before it ended. It didn't.
Yeah.
Been single for 4 years now. How should I step into the dating world again with the trauma and fear from my past relationship and continue to be the best parent I currently am?
You need to work through the trauma first.
Right. If you're still experiencing that trauma, you don't need to be in a relationship.
The trauma and the fear needs to be over. Am I being picked up or did you move the thing?
It moved. It's working.
It's unfair of you to bring that into a new relationship. Right? And in a healthy relationship, there will always be things that pop up that you will have to navigate through because once you've been in an abusive relationship, it's hard to adapt to. Your nervous system has to rewire itself.
Right. You also need exposure to things to figure out what's still a problem.
Right. Yeah. If you haven't looked into therapy, I would start with therapy and work on myself and work through a majority of my traumas and gain coping mechanisms. And then once I feel like I'm able to set boundaries and navigate waters, uphold my boundaries, not be a people pleaser, then I would start looking into considering a relationship.
Yeah. Yep. I would also not look for a relationship. I think that when you are actively pursuing something, you settle.
I should have said been open for a relationship.
Yeah, open. Open would be
open to receive.
Yeah. I think would be a better terminology. The two of you help me on a regular. Because of you two, I found my fiance and I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. I love that.
Delightful.
How long should you try to make it work in a relationship? That's going to be a specific one-on-one thing. You know?
Like per basis.
Right. It's not going to be one size fits all in that. If you're in an abusive situation, you shouldn't be trying to make it work.
Right.
If you guys are having mild compatibility issues and you think that conversations and communication can fix that, then you give it an effort. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not a one size fits all answer. My husband and I are wanting to get a couple's tattoos. Any suggestions? Chat. I read your question, so I'm going to give you suggestions. Find something that you're both into. Like if she's a Star Wars nerd and you're a Harry Potter nerd, she gets a Harry Potter tattoo, you get a Star Wars tattoo.
Yeah.
You could get names. We have Bonnie and Clyde's
bullet
casings tattooed on us.
We sound like psychopaths.
Fuck it. I would do horrible things for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I'd like to wait until the kids are grown and on their own to start doing wild shit, but why not? We're here to do everything, right?
Yeah. That's funny. Somebody said never tattoo wedding rings. Why not? I'm willing to bet that my answer is very different than yours. Logan's for sent a super chat. Guys, you're guaranteed to get your shit right if you send a super chat on YouTube. Peach, it says from Logan, Peach, thank you for the live yesterday. It created a point for my husband and I, a talking point for my husband and I. We talked for 4 hours when he got home from work. I now feel closer to him than I have in a long time.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
What was the conversation? Because I haven't watched yesterday's live stream.
So it was from Belle and I shared with her a YouTube video from Adam Lane Smith talking about oxytocin bonding and how women are doing it improperly with their men. And we went through the whole gambit of what that looks like, what hormones are being released in men, how that looks different in a man versus a woman, how to lean into that to become more desirable, to have more intimacy in the relationship. A lot of dudes got laid last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I love that for them.
Right. Got a lot of reports back that episode was very helpful.
I love that shit.
Me too.
So the reason for the ring finger tattoo, the wedding band says divorce rates. We know that 50% of marriages end in divorce, and that's the way it's worded. Not 50% of marriages succeed.
Right.
So that's a half cup, half full thing. We are being taught to live as pessimists, to view marriage as a bad thing. Divorce rates are going to happen because you marry the wrong person. The most important decision you'll ever make in life is who you decide to marry. And that would obviously contribute to the divorce rates. As for the why you don't get wedding ring tattoos, because finger tattoos don't hold up. They look like shit. I've had the black bars on my fingers since I was a kid, and they've been tattooed at least 6 times. And they're at a point now where they still look like shit, but I'm okay with how shitty they look because I don't want to go through that again.
I mean, from here, they don't look bad.
Yeah, when you look at them, there's a lot of halos in them.
No, I mean...
a lot of skin regeneration. That's why I don't have
But you're right up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get my fingers tattooed. I feel like I have long, dainty, like spider-like fingers.
I don't want you to get your fingers tattooed. Top of your hands all day long.
Yeah?
The fingers, I don't...
Why?
Because they don't hold. And I've never seen finger tattoos that look good after a year. Not once have I ever seen that. And I've been in the industry for almost 30 years at this point.
Oh, I know, babe. I know. I'm also in the industry, not to the extent that you are, but I understand it.
Then you understand my frustration, so stop it. I feel like you're trying to intentionally trigger me right now.
Can I do henna?
Whenever you want. Just can't. You gotta find. Okay, so did you know that people who do henna will use black hair dye to stain the skin? And the people who do that actually create burns and fuck people's skin up.
That's chemical burns.
Yeah, you have to be very careful with the henna. So yes.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
Jesse Ray sent a super chat that said a drunk octopus. I drunk occupused mine.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
So, Adam Lane Smith going through his whole episode. So we watched his episode and then we made notes to make it easier and digestible for you guys, so you don't have to sit through the full. Definitely check out his information, right? Like give him the view. But the drunken octopus is when you are brown chicken, brown cow, right? There's only one point of connection happening. And that's not enough for there to be a, like, I'm about to be very crude, everybody. Can I say masturbate on TikTok?
Pleasuring yourself would be the term.
So when there's only that one point of contact, you're pretty much giving him permission to use you to self-pleasure himself. Like he could be doing that by himself. You just happen to be in the room.
Yeah.
Drunken octopus is like grabbing his hair, pulling him to you, rubbing his chest, using your legs to hold on to him, using your feet, like all of the stimulation happening around the body. That creates the dopamine response.
Yes, it does.
And that leads to a bonding experience. Like, oh, fuck, like this feels great. I want to keep coming back to this. When the intercourse is pleasurable, more pleasurable than watching porn or going by himself in a bathroom for 45 minutes, that dopamine hit, I mean, if he's been watching pornography for years, his dopamine's messed up anyway. But that's going to help increase that bonding, and the drunken octopus is doing that.
Yeah.
And then I said...
You talk about the oxytocin afterwards?
Yes, the oxytocin afterwards. Skin-to-skin contact with his head on your chest.
It doesn't have to be head on the chest. It just needs to be, they need to lay there. We need to lay there. We need a physical reminder of the oxytocin release that happens after intercourse.
Yeah.
That tells us that's where it came from.
Yes, this is our person.
This is good. We want more of this. And that's... You need to stay in bed after it. It can't just be a jump up, get on your pants, and leave.
Get on your phone.
Right.
Don't do that. I gave the analogy of like he has an itch on his lungs and you're going to scratch it.
Yeah. Well, it's technically the other way around. I'm the one that's trying to hit your lungs.
No, right. But I meant like while you're, yes, fuck. But be a drunken octopus. Be all over your man. Touch him, feel him up.
Do the thing.
Say weird things.
Hayden sent us a super chat that said, I was in a 4-year relationship, and as I was proposing, he told me she told me she never loved me and was cheating. How do I recover from that and love again? Them doing that is not a reflection of you or your love. So you need to understand that people do shitty things, and that's not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of them.
Yeah,
this is
fucked up.
Especially when it comes to cheating. That shit has nothing to do with you. Somebody cheating on you has everything to do with them, and you are not even a consideration while they're doing it.
Yeah,
that says a lot about their character.
Cheating is one of the most selfish things somebody can do in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Poco said I was blackout wasted octopus. Octopus, that's funny.
I love it.
Chat's not moving very fast after TikTok. I feel like we're waiting on things to talk about now.
I know. I'm about to go get lunch.
My back is hurting so bad.
About to do a problem-solving call. Speaking of a problem-solving call, ladies, I have women's groups. I have 3 different women's groups. I have Women's Thrive, Sacred Sisterhood, and the Awakened Women. Women's Thrive is the least involved group. So if you're a super busy lady who does not want to be on your phone all the time, doing challenges, doing group calls, Women's Thrive group is for you. Sacred Sisterhood has everything Women's Thrive does, but there are additional 2 calls a month. So we have 1 call every week. We have a challenge every week, book prescription. And then with Awakened Women, you get everything with the Sacred Sisterhood, along with one-on-one phone calls with me once a month, along with an additional emergency phone call. And that's something that I'm actually doing today. One of the ladies reached out, requested an emergency phone call, and we were able to schedule it within 24 hours. So I definitely do my best to make myself available for the ladies, and it always feels good knowing that we're going into a call to problem solve. If that's something you're interested in, it's on our Patreon. Patreon.com/to-be-better.
Kimberly said, use tobebetter.com/join to make it easier. They don't have to go to Patreon.
Oh,
tobebetter.com/join. I actually need to have Chris put that on a link on the page as well. It might already be there. I don't know. Chris, can you tell me about your men's group? I'm interested. You and I would for sure be bros. I mean, maybe. My men's group is not as involved as her women's group. Men don't need as much work. We are, here's the instruction, go do the thing. So I do weekly journal prompts. We do book breakdowns and book recommended reading lists. Although my reading habits have been so far off of like men's mental health and help that I haven't suggested a book in probably 2 months. And then we break things down quarterly and then break that quarter into like, one every 3 month things. So like if finances happen from July to whenever September, it'll be July, August, September. It'll be the first one will be like an audit of your finances. Second month will be something else. And then third month will be tying it all together. Mm-hmm. And we do that every month. And then we do monthly live calls. My men's group also gets a WhatsApp chat with me so that if you guys are having issues, we have a bullshit chat for the guys to get in there and just hang out. And then there's a, I need help chat. So if you're like doing business or you're having a problem with your woman or you have car troubles and you need advice from one of the guys who's a mechanic, like all of that goes there. So we have that group, but I only have 1 tier. I don't have 3. Our Discord community is not as involved with men as it is with women. So they don't pay for the help that way. We also have a public men's group in Discord that gives you guys a lot of the same thing as a community. I'm just not involved in that because if I was very involved in the public men's group, what would be the point of a private one? So I hope that answered some of your questions. I'm not a very good salesman on my men's group. I don't feel like I should have to sell it. I think that if you want to level your life up and you get value from what we're doing on the podcast, mm-hmm. then you would be able to ascertain that you would get value from a men's group like that, and you would be able to try. And it's monthly. So in the event that you sign up and it's not for you, you just leave. I don't take it personal. I have joined probably 20 maybe 25 different groups like that. And I've left every one of them after 2 or 3 months because I feel like I'm further along than that. I don't need that kind of help. I think that I would probably do better off with one-on-one mentoring. But at this point in my life, I have such direction with where I want to go and what I'm trying to accomplish that unless I'm getting mentorship from somebody who's already accomplished it, I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot from a mentor program.
Right.
So,
do you remember, this is totally off topic because I can't remember, I need your help. Was it the women's retreat that wanted to schedule that call once a month?
yes. Yes, it was. Somebody said, where's all the links? tobebetter.com/join. 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 Number 2, tobebetter.com/join. There. Oh, man.
There's a lot of going on.
Oh, Zach's in the chat. Welcome, Zach. Welcome.
Welcome, brother.
Feel like we rarely see you anymore.
You're going to the mod retreat, right?
He is. He will be
Good.
at the mod retreat.
Getting my dose of Zach and Janae.
Yep. Everybody will be there.
Yeah.
Yep. I love how Peaches is in her zone rocking. Much love to both of you. It's funny that she said that because people give her shit about that and says that she's not okay because she's...
You look so anxious. You look like you don't want to be here. What are you trying to cope with because you're rocking? Yeah.
Callista said, can I ask your Utah plans? We are going to go to a dark sky park and do astrophotography. We are going to meet up with Graciela and Jay and Krista are going to come out. We're going to meet up with them a little bit. We are probably going to be on Trevor's podcast. I don't know if that's even a thing still because I don't think he's done a podcast in a while. So that might not be a thing anymore. I have to actually talk to him about that today. And now that it's getting closer, I don't know if I want to spend the time out there doing work stuff.
Right.
I may just hit him up later and be like, Zoom call, bro. I want to take some downtime. We have gone really fucking hard this year and have not had a vacation. Even Costa Rica was work because we knew that we had work to do while we were there. So we weren't able to just completely let go and enjoy the time. So
yeah. Even though it was vacation with people, there was still a certain level of like, I'm representing a brand right now. I'm representing me.
Yeah. Yeah. Rocking is a mom thing. My kids are all teens and I still do it. It's a parent thing because I do it as well.
Yeah.
Have you read The Bulletproof Husband? I have not. It's something I can look into. I'm currently reading, what am I currently reading? The Divine Spark by Graham Hancock. Almost everything that I've read in the last 6 months has been around the human brain, nootropics, and psychedelics. I would say that it's been 99% of the things that I've ingested, content-wise.
Yeah, I would agree with that for me too. A lot of spiritual things, a lot of understanding healing.
It makes sense. It's the next evolution of what we do, like of what we are doing, not like what we're doing for them, but what we are doing.
Yeah. I'm painting again too. That's nice.
Yeah, I saw that.
I started
It
doing.
looked good.
Thank you. I started doing the lavender bushes, and because it's fabric and it's not canvas,
It's a sound panel.
Yeah, it's a sound panel. The paintbrush that I was using to make the lavender bunches is not doing what I needed it to do. So I have to paint over all of it again, make it dark, and then go on with a different paintbrush. And I'm going to have to like individually make every single.
Yeah.
Yep. Showed you that painting last night and he goes, oh, wow. I was like, you sound surprised. And you're like, I am.
Yeah. Libby said that Steven and I are only 2 hours away from Salt Lake. I hope you guys enjoy Utah. Callista said, I want you to have fun here. Don't work if possible. We do want to meet up and hang out with people that we have friends out there. So we do want to do shit, but we don't like the meet and greets not happening. Real shit. After the Charlie Kirk thing and the death threats that we've had, meet and greets probably aren't going to happen for a while.
Yeah.
Do I think that we're political targets? Not at all. Do I think that people hate us and there's a lot of crazy fucking people out there right now? Yeah, I do. So like public meet and greets where we post our location and where we're going to be is not going to be a thing for a while. Yeah. But we might do some shit through Discord. Libby, we'll see you and Steven in October. You guys will be out here, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, about
2-3 weeks. How crazy is it, the community that we've built and the friendships that we've made?
It's crazy
over all of this? Because in the beginning of this, we didn't think that we would make friends from any of this. We thought we would just be internet personalities and like keep everyone at a distance. And as we've started doing these retreats and getting people close together, like we do create bonds with people. It's wild. Where will I be able to get Peach's book and where can I get it? When and where? You wrote where twice.
I plan to release it on Amazon. I plan to do an audio recording of it and posting it the way my husband did on YouTube. I don't know, December-ish.
That's funny.
December 1st is the goal. Yeah. I'm not stressing out about it.
No?
I can work on it tonight.
That's funny. Logan said, my husband said he can tell the difference in me when I'm in the Discord versus when I wasn't. He said he really appreciates the tribe helping me. I fucking love that.
Oh, I love that too.
We need a community so much, guys. We have gotten bigger houses and smaller families. We don't have that sense of like tribe anymore. And I think that's why people are going back to church. I do believe that more people are going to church for that sense of community than they are for their faith.
I agree with that. Yep.
Danish said it's never these people run a podcast. It's always my friends have a podcast. I love that.
Oh, I love that too. Thank you.
Beck said in time for my birthday. Hell yeah. When's your birthday?
Hell yeah. I'm guessing December-ish for the book. I think that's what you're talking about, the book.
Yeah. Zach said, my sister last night during her birthday was like, can you get me to Peach as a birthday present? Laughing my fucking ass off.
I think it would be easier to get me to there.
Yeah, probably.
I'm
Take
down
vacations.
to do a belated. What a stupid word. Is that? Hold on. I think I've only ever texted that.
Belated.
Belated.
Yeah, belated. Be late.
I do be late.
December 8th is her birthday.
Nice.
I have an idea for a photo shoot that I want to do.
Ah, yes. Hit me with it. What are we doing?
I want to do a Viking shaman look.
Okay.
With like a Viking witch look.
Yeah.
Like the full face paint.
I'll shave the sides of my head for
The
it,
garb.
like to the skin and paint and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But I want to find an actual makeup artist.
Okay.
Maybe a special effects person.
Right.
And like a really good photographer editor to do the whole thing.
I'm here for it. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Let's go. I still want to do the kitchen table me for dinner thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach said, if anything, I feel like a FaceTime call would be much easier. LOL. That would be. Zoom would be the way to go.
I don't know. I like getting on planes.
Hayden said, thank you for all that. I've been struggling with what did I do wrong? How could I not see the signs? How was I ready to marry the person who was so cold to me in the end? I'm scared to try to move on. Take time. Take the time.
You need to build up your self-worth. Self-worth? Did I say that properly?
I heard it as self-worth. So
Okay, word.
Good morning. This is my first time actually seeing y'all live. You two have helped me so much in my relationship, not only with my man, but with my little one too.
Oh,
So
I love
thank you
that.
both for being so great. Thank you for listening. You guys don't need to see my foot. My back is hurt. I'm trying to find ways to get comfortable.
Yeah, we can end it early. They'll understand. Can also go live tomorrow.
I don't want to work tomorrow.
No? Oh my God, we need to pack.
Yeah.
I have a big pile of, oh my gosh, guys. I'm over here painting and I have this mountain of clothes next to my dresser I haven't put away.
Self-care.
Yes.
That clothes ain't gonna go nowhere. It's not like it's gonna get up and walk away.
No, you're right.
Tiana said, thank you for what y'all do. I want to write in with my boyfriend soon as we're 2+ years in. As we are 2+ years in. Baby on the way, and we are struggling in a few things in life. Send the email. If you guys are members of our Patreon, put that in the top of the email as well. You guys get faster reads that way. But we prioritize when both people write in because it creates a much better dialogue. Oh. Isabella Young said, my husband's an amazing photographer in Colorado. We won't be in Colorado. We'll be in Utah. That's going to be the soonest travel that we're doing. We will be doing Colorado eventually.
Yep.
But we'll be doing it to hold ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
My fiance and I both shaved our hair off last night for each other. I honestly think we both feel better after because of the history our hair holds with what we've been through the last 6 months to a year. Your hair actually does hold a whole lot.
It does.
That's why drug tests have the most amount of shit in it. Your clothing holds energy in it too.
Yeah.
That's why they say not to leave dirty clothes laying around. How do I, as a bonus parent, deal with my stepdaughter's disrespect? You need to talk to her mother or
The
father, or whatever the opposite parent is, and have conversations about discipline and the way it's going to work. Jamie said, when are you coming back to North Carolina? I have no idea.
No clue.
Super chat from Michaela. For sister, freshly divorced, have a daughter together. He's now in a relationship. She's having a hard time. What can she do to cope with having new girl around child? And child says, okay with having stepmother. Child is 6.
What can she say? You can answer.
The issue is not that she's got another person around the child. The issue is that she's hurt that he's in a new relationship.
Yeah.
There's no scenario other than an abuseful one where another parent should have an issue with another person being around their kid.
Right.
You have no problem sending your kid to school. You have no problem sending them to a daycare. You have no problem sending them to an aunt and uncle. Like babysitter, 13-year-old, like fucking ticket off a board.
Yep.
Kid needs a babysitter, 13-year-old. Hey, can you watch my kid for 2 hours? There's never a problem with that. The problem in this situation is that she's hurt that he's moved on. And they're trying to find ways to manipulate and hurt the other person because they're hurting. Hurt people. And that's where that comes in. And when she realizes that that's where her issue is and she deals with that problem, that issue will go away.
They also said freshly divorced.
Right.
She may be taking it personally that he's moved on so quickly. And there needs to be a reminder that mentally people check out of a relationship
Way before
far
it ends.
before they physically leave it.
Yep.
So don't take that personally at all.
Yeah. Thank you for the $20 super chat.
Yes, thank you.
Am I allowed to write an email about how you guys saved me from my last relationship? Sure. We read thank yous. When are y'all coming to Texas? No idea. We don't plan on making trips for you guys. We plan on making trips and then do things while we're there.
We plan our life.
Yeah. If we're going to travel,
And if we happen to be in your state, and we might do a meet and greet.
Yeah, if we're going to travel, we're going to do it for us. Noah asked, where's the link to the Discord? There's not a link for the Discord. You go to tobebetter.com/join, subscribe to our Patreon, $15 tier. That's where it's at. It's worth it. 50 cents a day to have a fucking badass community.
Yeah.
Support. Yeah. Yep. I pay for a couple of Patreons.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't.
Bummed you wouldn't come to Cali. I mean, I wouldn't say that we won't come to Cali. There's got to be a reason for us to go to Cali. California is not a place that I would want to spend a whole lot of time in, but there are definitely parts of California that I would fuck with. If Jay gets his farm set up out there, we will absolutely be in California every year. Bethany said, Peach's hair reminds me of a goddess headdress.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
I strive for my marriage to be as connected as yours. Man, IT guy, just sending some love. Send a $10 super chat.
Thank you.
It's been a while since we've gotten super chats like this. You can tell summer vacation's over.
Yeah.
That's funny. What if we West Coasters in Washington State paid to bring you here? We'll start a fundraiser, LOL. I'm not comfortable with people paying for our stuff because like we fly first class and that's not cheap.
No, God, no.
But if you guys wanted to, if there was enough people that wanted a retreat out there and was willing to pay for the rooms for us to be out there and like not complain about the price of it, we would book it. It's not going to be cheap though.
No, it's not.
I also am very okay always doing meet and greets when we go places like that in our Discord. You know, hey, this is where we're going to be tonight. Give it the day of so that people can't plan to fucking harass us. And then have people out there to be there, you know?
Someone said I posted a question in the women's chat and never got an answer. What women's chat?
Zach said, Snooper chat.
And did you tag me?
That's a good question. That is a good question. How long does it usually take y'all to read the email that gets sent? It depends on the email. It depends on if you're a member of Patreon. Depends on the contents. We are very behind on non-Patreon emails right now. And there's been a lot of rejections because they're too short. There's things in there that shouldn't be in there, yada, yada, yada. By Felicia sent a super chat, said, this community is amazing. It has saved myself and my marriage worth every penny. Come and join the chaos. Thank you for the super chat. Beck said, just a sprinkle of love, $4.99. Thank you for that. It was the public women's chat.
Okay, did you tag me?
Are you in the women's chat like that? The public one?
No, the public women's chat is for the community of the Discord to be in.
Right.
Even if you did tag me, I think that's kind of fucked up to say in front of 300 people. So if there is an issue of not getting a response, that's something I think needs to be handled within the Discord and brought up within the community there. Why would you do that in front of an audience like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
She did not tag you.
Okay.
Jesse said, if I didn't also have to pay for a flight, I would get a room at a B&B in Washington. Yeah, we would have to see. And that's the problem, because in order for us to do this, we would have to find an Airbnb big enough to host a lot of people, because the trip has to cover our airfare, our food, the food of everyone at the retreat, our rental car, the time away. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. And you guys have to take into consideration, we have to fly in a day early to get into the Airbnb and get situated before people start showing up. It's a whole other night. Like, it gets to be expensive. I looked into Washington, Oregon, Colorado. I looked into a couple places in California. We've looked really hard into like Nevada and Utah, because there's bigger houses out there that people rent out, but it's so much more expensive to rent a big Airbnb on the West Coast than it is in Florida, which is fucking wild to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, I didn't mean disrespect. Apologies. Abby said, every time I tried to send an email, I ended up watching another episode and I would get my question answered.
That's usually how it works out.
Sarah said, if I send an email with Patreon in the subject, do I need to resend the email and say it's Patreon? If you put it in the subject, you should not have to. How big of a rental? Depends on the cost of the rental, like in like the cost of airfare and all of that shit. Kalisa said, if you do a small Discord meet and greet, I'll need to know a little bit before so I can buy a train ticket to SLC. If we do that, we'll announce it a day in advance then. How about that? Emma said, I have an 8-bedroom condo in the Ozarks. Just come out that way, LOL. We would want to have an actual standalone building. The whole idea of community is to provide support, because only so many people could be supported directly by 2 people. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, he said above that, keep in mind at any given point, there are over 1,000 people in the community and only one of Chris and Peach.
Yeah. Have you guys ever considered New York not the city side, western Niagara Falls side of the state? We thought about going to Niagara Falls.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I believe the New York side is better than the Canadian side, like looking at it. But I don't know. I've been to New York City, and I swore I would never go back to New York because of it. I don't like big cities.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't like traffic that's too congested. I don't like going to places where there's hundreds of people all the time. I don't like going to places where everyone's in a fucking rush all the time, because that rush makes people rude. Like, it's just a lot. Kalisa sent a super chat that said, sweet, thank you. Nate said, I was blessed to be able to see the Canada side before the falls of the falls before passports were needed. We have passports, so that's not a big deal.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you gotta have a passport to go to Canada and
That makes sense.
Mexico. How's Carrie? Haven't seen her in a while. And Lilo. That's because our studio's not in a separate building anymore.
Yeah.
It's at our house now. Carrie's good. You guys went to the aquarium this weekend.
We did.
She was in the TikTok live earlier.
Yeah, she was. Zach also mentioned that there is a designated Ask for Help community tab in the Discord.
Skylar Lynn sent a peach. Just a peach.
Just a peach. Huh.
Marquette, Michigan is only 25,000 people and it's still too big for comfort. That's smaller than we are. I think where we live, I think that we're at like 100,000 people in Port Charlotte. I think that Northport, Port Charlotte, Venice, and Punta Gorda combined is only 300,000 people. The last time I looked, that was a couple of years ago when I was looking for business purposes. So it's probably a lot more now because of the hurricanes and politics. There's been a lot of movement here. I bet it's probably closer to 500,000 people now between those 4 counties or 4 cities.
That would make sense.
It would, the way the traffic's been.
Especially with the surge of all the people moving down here.
Yeah.
I know it's 10 minutes early, but I want to go get lunch.
That's good because my back is fucking wrecked.
Delightful.
That wasn't part of a super chat, was it? Skylar. No. I don't think so. Nope, it wasn't. All right. Let's wrap up then.
Alrighty.
Guys, thanks for tuning in today. We will be live on Patreon starting next week doing content again. We'll be doing a special Halloween episode where we read ghost stories that people have sent in. We're also going to be reacting to our very first, I haven't told you this yet, but
Oh, I didn't know we were doing the ghost stories thing either.
I told you about it yesterday that I asked people to write in about that.
Yeah?
Yep. Put it in the Death Star.
Oh,
So maybe I didn't tell you directly. I could have swore I did though.
gotcha.
Been busy the last couple of days. A lot on my brain. And then I also want to react to our very first episode as like the end of the year thing to see how much we've grown.
Okay.
I know you don't like it, but you're going to have to suffer for me.
All right. I'll do it.
Good. I love that you love me.
You're welcome.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.